Scorpio Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. And if you have lots of Scorpio aspects, this is for you for the month of June. Ooh, this is a great month for you. Good stuff, Scorpio. You have the Nine of Cups at the top, and that's pretty much the whining and dining and having a good time, playing, and lots of fun and lots of people around you. Really good stuff. You yourself may have some issues going on with your lower body, though. Either you have anything from the kidneys down. You could have some issues. It'll pass, whatever it is, but you may have some issues that have come up to the surface. And, you know, some of it's a reminder, eh? Usually what I'm seeing here, when this type of stuff comes up, it usually indicates that someone... the Scorpio energy is not, maybe a bit of a micromanager, and you don't trust that somebody can do the thing that you do as well. And maybe they can't, maybe true. But the fact is, if someone does the thing that you can do better, the bottom line is, you don't have to do it. Okay? And that's a good thing, because that means that you have more time for you. You know, if you feel that you want to go back to that later and touch it up so that it's more of your liking, you can do that. But let somebody else do it, and try not to do everything. Because what it's showing me is, if you're gonna get some sort of health issue in the lower part of the body, and that usually around the low back, usually means you don't feel supported. You don't feel as if other people are there for you. But I'd say that you'd be wrong. It's because of your micromanagement style that you think you have to do everything, that makes you think that you have to do it, and because nobody's going to do it the way you want. So the bottom line is, step back a little bit, let people do things for you, realize that you have people on your side who've got your back, who give a crap about you, okay? And let them do things for you. And take time to do things for you, like look after your health. Like look after your health. So I do think this little health scare is an indication that you need to recognize who's got your back and listen up to them. Let them be your support, and don't try to do everything. Pace yourself better, because I can tell you this is, most of your problem is trying to do everything. Okay, most of it. And you might be a bit of like I said, a bit of a micromanager, and you want everything done a certain way, but you can't go fast enough. The world is moving too quickly, and people need things too much. You cannot be the end all for everyone. You cannot do it, sweetie. So you can't put yourself in that position anymore. Those of you that are in relationship are having a good time. Now, that doesn't mean there isn't ups and downs. We all have them. But overall, I think the good hard work that you're putting towards a relationship is definitely an investment of a long-term relationship. So for those of you that are in relationships right now, I'd say you're making them happen. You're making them good. You're working on all your shit. And yay for Scorpio. Yay, yay, yay. Good to hear that. Those of you that have walked away from relationships that didn't serve your highest good, you made good decisions. Those of you who stayed alone for a long time before you moved into a new relationship was the best thing for you. If you Scorpio people, many of you are very psychic, and I really like this because you guys got this card in your workplace energy. So the High Priestess is the healer, the psychic, the seer, the dynamic individual. And this priestess card also works for a priest, or a male energy, or magical male energy. And I'm going to say that, yeah, if you have that, because that shows up in your workplace, you are the top. You're at the top of your game. You are at the top of your game. And it is being seen. People are seeing you, noticing you, experiencing you, realizing you are an expert in your field, realizing that you are a lead dog, and everybody wants a piece of you. So, wow, Scorpio, you got this. Really happy to tell you that. Now, Scorpio, you may, in your workplace energy, you may see some things you don't want to do. You don't want to do it anymore. It's too much work. Remember I said already, you're going to have to be mindful of that. So pick the things that you really want to do. Scrape away the things that you don't want. Sort of carve it right out. Give it to somebody else. Don't forget what I said. It's okay that someone doesn't do it as good as you. go back in and fix it afterwards. You can do that, okay? You don't need to be a micromanager. Stop it. Okay? Okay? Relationships. I'd say that, many of you are good working alone. Many of you are good working alone, good being on your own, all of it, okay? Many of you. So when you guys are in a relationship, you can get irritated quickly because you don't like having to share the decision making with anybody. You like to be the one who makes all the decisions. I get this. I have a Scorpio moon. I am this way. I am this way. These are some of my problems too. So yeah, I get it. Some of you may secretly be thinking about marriage if you're not already married, right? Some of you may be thinking about marriage. Ooh. And maybe in your mind you're wondering how far you can talk about it. How deeply can you go with your new person? Slow down a little bit. It's okay to have it in your mind, but don't make that big move yet. Just think it through. But I'm going to say that marriage-minded energy is going through you. It's wonderful. But just slow down a little bit, okay? You may not have the kind of money to, float around the way you want. That's okay, though. That's all right. Just take your time. You'll have the money. June isn't so much the money, the month of money. It isn't the month of wealth. It's the month of expending and investing so that wealth can come. Okay, so we'll put it that way. Some of you may be looking at opportunities in residential changes and things like that in your life that are necessary, wanted, needed, but you might, I don't know, how am I going to say that? Let's see here. There may be 3 of you who somehow merged together in investing or investments. You have good counsel, but so do others. So listen to everyone, okay? Listen to everyone. Make it right for everyone. Some people may not be happy with the full extent of something, and maybe you don't agree on this, or you don't agree on that. Table it for now, okay? It's okay to not fully agree. Just table it for now. Be some selfish energy. Maybe somebody wants it their way. Let's take a step back. It's okay to not have it all your way. Say, if some of you haven't been around your mothers for a while, you're going to see your mother. Or you're going to spend some time with your mother as a person. And that'll be good. You may want to go on a trip, but there'll be so many blockages, so many reasons why you can't go. You may need to postpone that. Let's see here. Be mindful of the people you pick as friends. There could be a few, I'm going to say, needy, too needy. Just be mindful of who you're picking as friends. Also, as far as education, some of you are going to realize that you want more, or you'd like a little more information so that you can make more money. So I think what's going to happen is this, although your wealth investments and those types of things are on your mind, and you definitely have already done that, you're going to be looking at bigger investments, more passive ways of making money as opposed to having to physically be present. So some of that has to do with, just different types of investments. Maybe it has to do with property or real estate or something like that. Okay?